What is going on, folks? Happy New Year. It's a new year. There's new giveaways, new money, new generosity, and the markets are responding and has started very well in 2026. Folks, welcome to the stream and the channel where we focus on breaking down the facts about which projects we can invest in and leverage trade to maximize our gains no matter the market conditions, whether it's bearish, whether it's neutral, whether it's bullish. We're going to be taking full advantage of those markets. We don't just trade, we do hold some spot bags as well. But if this is something that you're interested in, if you're interested in making a bit more money when the price of BTC is just going between sort of 85k, 90k, and you're sick of just sitting on those spot bags. So I know there's a lot of people watching this video, whether you're like a Crow holder, an XRP holder, maybe a Pepe holder, a Bitcoin, an Ethereum holder, and you're just tired. You've been in the space long enough, you're tired of holding those spot bags. Well, whether you're an absolute beginner or a beginner, or an even intermediate or advanced, we're here to educate you on how we place winning trades in the leverage market. In December, we did make 45% gains to the upside in a month where a lot of other people just holding spot bags simply watched their portfolios deteriorate. You don't need to just focus on getting up in the morning, looking at your portfolio, scrolling on your phone, going, oh yes, up 20% today. 2 days later, scroll again. Oh no, down 30% today. None of that. It doesn't matter, okay? You shouldn't be checking it that much, especially if you're not planning on cashing out until, say, all-time high for BTC, all-time high for Pepe, XRP, Crowcoin, $1, that kind of thing. It's toxic, it's not good, it's a waste of time. Instead of spending that time stressing out about it, get into the market, learn how to trade effectively using leverage on Bitunix. That's what we do here on this channel with our official channel partner, Bitunix, and we are always giving away great prizes. Okay, so we're going to talk about those prizes first, and then after that we are going to be getting into the charts. I'm pumped to be bringing you today's stream because there's a lot of stuff that's been going on. Crow's looking okay, had a massive pump, we got in on a winning trade there. We're going to be looking at BTC, XRP, perhaps a bit of Ethereum, and Pepe, which has just had an absolute tear. Full disclosure, I do hold a Pepe bag. It is my biggest spot holding and has been for over 1 year, and I personally feel like 10 billion is at least a floor price of where that market cap can go, which is essentially around about a 5x from here. Do with that information what you will. That all being said though, folks, these videos and streams are never financial advice. Don't listen to me, I'm just a dude on the internet. Don't ever invest any more into crypto or trade with that you can't afford to lose. Always have a bit of cash set aside, okay? But in the end, guys, you got to understand, you can come in and trade with leverage with as little as $10, $20, $30. It's a misconception that you need $1,000. You don't. You can come in and trade with smaller amounts, take small risks, learn, educate, and understand. Oh, and by the way, on the topic of education, guys, I've got a free Telegram calls group, all right, which I'm going to show you right now. And I'm going to just try and kind of make you understand, okay, a little bit of perhaps, some reasoning as to why you might want to jump in this free group. Okay, we post in here pretty much every day. We chat in here, okay? And let's have a bit of a look here, all right? We spoke a little bit today about where the markets were for BTC, all right? We place winning trades in here, okay? The last winning trade we took profit on was here, all right? January 2nd, a 4% on a BTC 10x long. That was actually pretty modest compared to some other winning trades that we had going on for the rest of the month. So guys, this is a free group that you've got going on here, okay? It is a free group, all right? You don't need to pay to get involved in this one, all right? If we scroll back up, we had a 26.42% gain here on Crow on a 10x long, okay? Not too bad, right? Not too bad at all, okay? So what else we got going on here, guys? And again, I'm not showing you this to brag. I'm showing this to make you understand that we know a bit of what we're doing here, me and Zar, and we're bringing the value to you for free in the early stage of this stream and the direction where we're taking this channel, the Satoshi Aoki channel. Because I'll be real with you guys, I've been on and off this channel for a while. I've always really enjoyed crypto. I've loved the crypto space, but a lot of the time it's left me a little bit dazed and confused, okay? And it's just been, it's a bit of a fickle space, you get behind certain projects, they pump, they dump. It's a bit of a wild ride, crypto. Anyone that's been in crypto space from over a year kind of knows that. You make big losses, big gains. it's a bit of a wild west still, even here as we enter into 2026. All right, but as we can see here, folks, we're making good gains here, 4.75%, 10x long on Crow. All right, and I just want to show you guys, for anyone who's new to the stream, these were our results for December right here. Okay, the 30-day P&L, we were up $249.97, okay, which was a 45.88% gain right here. Okay, so that's what it's about, guys, just making those gains. And even for the last 7 days, this was going back maybe 2-3 days now, we've already made a 9.72% gain for 2026. Okay, so there's a lot of value here. Okay, there's a lot of value. So for example, if you came in and followed our calls from the start of December with, for example, even if it was with $100, you were following our calls with $100, we give you the stop losses I put in, the take profits, all of that stuff, then you would have made $45.80 to be exactly specific, okay, with $100, $45, just to jump in a few positions from anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can jump on, you got a smartphone, you can start trading, okay? So now if you go ahead and you jump in this calls group, guys, okay, the link to jump in is basically just going to be right here, okay, live stream. All right, the link to jump in is right here. You can jump in right here for free, okay? The Satoshi signal's right here, okay? And also, guys, if you want to go ahead and get signed up to Bitunix to replicate our trades as accurately as you can, because that's what you need to do, guys. If you're serious about following our calls, not financial advice, but if you are serious about getting involved in these trades with us, whether it's on Zars streams live 2 nights a week, or whether it's with me or both of us, okay, but I am now focusing on a few more of those longer term swing trades. Zar focuses more on the shorter time frame trades. Then you got to go get signed up to Bitunix, guys, okay? The link is right here, and it's good for you because I got a competition going on at the moment, okay? We do have a trading competition going on with Bitunix, okay? And I'm going to show you it right here. So it's a 2,000 USDT prize pool, okay? There's 28 days left in the competition. No one's entered it yet because this is the first time that I'm actually bringing it to you guys. But essentially, guys, we're giving away $2,000, okay? Just straight up, that's what it is. And whoever gets the highest trading volume is going to be getting a big share of that, okay? So this is all the information about the reward allocation, everything like that. But even if you come 20th place, guys, all right, you can get involved and actually win some of that prize money, okay? So again, to get involved, guys, all you got to do is get signed up. Again, the link to sign up for Bitunix, where there's no KYC, no VPN, right here. Pinned comment right at the chat here, right at the top. Come along, get signed up to Bitunix, enter into that competition, do as much trading volume as you possibly can for January, and get your share of this pool here, okay, this $2,000 pool. Bitunix are just giving that money away, okay? A really great prize pool competition, guys, okay? So the earlier you get in, because again, guys, whoever's watching this stream now, you got to realize this is the first day that I'm bringing you this competition. So whoever gets in and starts trading volume right now with this link is potentially going to get a high amount of that $2,000 at the end of January. And again, like I said, you can come in even 20th place, right? And you can still get a big piece of that pie, okay? And not only that, but if you get signed up to Bitunix, and if you come and jump in the free Telegram group, all right, right here, again, the free link for the Telegram group where we made 45% in December, guys, okay, 45% in December, we showed it to you right here. Okay, here it is here, guys. This was December, 30-day P&L for us. Again, I'll show you what the current P&L is live on my Bitunix account, because this is what we do here, guys, on the stream. We're different to a lot of other trading channels. We don't only show you our technical analysis on stream, I also show you the account that we are trading with, okay, as well, the results. Because quite frankly, doing trading, you know, technical analysis is pretty much useless without being transparent with the results. We show you the TA, we show you the results, we show you the P&L, we give you the logic and the education and the understanding of how to take your trading game further with leverage. We debunk the misconceptions that there are, the negative stigma around trading and leverage trading in crypto. Is it true that most people do lose money when trading crypto? Absolutely. But has anyone ever bothered to ask the question why? Well, the reason why is because of the human mind. Most people don't have, it's just like building a business. It's no different. Most people who are in crypto, they just don't have the discipline. They want a quick 100x on some random meme coin. That is gambling. And that's fine. I've got nothing against it. I've been there too. I've done it too. I've made a lot. I've lost a lot off meme coins. But in the end, meme coin investing in that way, again, I'm not saying not to do it or to do it, but it is not sustainable. It is not a skill, okay? It simply is not. It's just too risky. But what is a skill and what's something that you can constantly rely on as you improve that skill is leverage trading, okay? So to get involved in leverage trading, this is the channel you do want to come along and follow. Real plans. Can you see OG Coin? OG Coin. What's that, bro? Let me know. Send me a link in the chat and we'll have a look. Thanks for jumping in the chat. Anyway, Real Plans. Come along, get signed up to Bitunix, start trading in this competition, bro. And look, yeah, so if you come ahead and you jump in this Telegram, we are also going to, if I just bring it up, I believe it is somewhere here. Here it is. You're also going to be able to get a free copy of our new trading course, okay? So from spot to your first leverage trade. So basically, it's going to take you from holding spot bags alone to your first leverage trade. So this is something that's good for a absolute beginner, because that's what we do, guys. We accommodate for absolute beginners in the space and beginners in the space and even intermediates who want a bit of a touch up on the basic fundamentals to assist us in making money from leverage trading, okay? If you've got $50 to play with, you're not going to make any money using $50 to just trade on BTC. If you've got 50 bucks, all right, and you just buy BTC or Ethereum today, you're not going to be able to get rich off that. That's not going to do shit. I'm sorry, it's just not. You know, that's the reality of it, okay? Or you can go throw it on some random meme coin and, you know, maybe that will get you something, but in all likelihood it won't, okay? It just won't, all right? That's the fact of the matter. But if you want to come in and actually learn a skill, join a Telegram group right here where we give you the alpha, we give you the trades, okay? We're up 45% in December. Then like, subscribe, hit notifications, get involved, guys, and get involved, because if you get in the group there, we're going to send you that free course, okay? This course is free, guys. All you need to do is jump in the Telegram, get signed up to Bitunix, make a deposit, make your first trade, okay? And you can basically get this course for free to assist you in how to make money trading leverage, okay? So the course is right here, all in plain English, all right? So again, all you need to do, guys, just in the simple steps before we do get into the stream, is first of all, you need to go over here, get signed up to Bitunix, all right? That's our live competition. And whoever does the most trading, okay, for the entirety of January now, keep saying December, we are in January now, okay, is going to get a share of that $2,000, all right? On top of that, guys, I give away 1,000 Crow every single week. So if you deposit, make a trade, all right, you will go into the running to win 1,000 Crow every week. We'll announce the winner on Friday. 1,000 Crow is $100. And also, on top of that, we give away 5,000 Crow as well. On top of this 2,000, every single month we do the 5,000 Crow, which is $500. And that will be to one of the top 5 highest volume traders in my trading group. All right. So it's nice and simple. All right. Nice and simple, nice and easy. That's all you need to do. All right. That's all you need to do. Come on over here, live stream, Bitunix, sign up, no KYC, no VPN, and then get in the Satoshi Signals calls group. All right. Jump in there as well and come see what's good and come learn about leverage trading. Okay. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and start checking out the charts. We will start with BTC. Real Plains, Binance Crypto, can you see OG Coin? Is OG the ticker symbol, buddy? Or what's the go with that, mate? Is it the ticker symbol? I hope my audio is coming through okay. Signals calls through. Right. Yeah, okay. Sounds okay. And yeah, anyway, guys, if anyone who has just joined in the stream, we've got massive giveaways. We are giving away a lot. Bitunix are giving away a lot of easy cash. All you got to do is come in, trade, jump in the Telegram, all that good stuff. Go to the start of the stream, check it out. This will always be here at the end as well. So we're on the 4-hour chart for BTC, but first of all, I do want to check out the weekly chart for BTC. I want to check out what is going on with that right now. I'm going to reset that chart view. Okay, so the indicators we do use are the Fibonacci, extension and retracement. Okay, we do use the EMAs, we do use the pivot points, these orange lines here. We do use the RSI and we do use the MACD. Okay. So now, based on the weekly chart, how is the weekly chart looking? Okay, now I'd say it's looking okay. Okay, it is looking okay. we are pressing very heavily against a major support line for BTC on the weekly, and that is none other than the aqueous line here, the aqua line, which is the 100-day EMA for BTC. So that is basically the last 100 days for BTC. The average price is sitting at 85,162 US dollars for BTC. So what must we do? We basically must, in the next 1 day and 10 hours, ensure BTC closes above a price of 85,162. Ideally, well above that. You know, ideally we want to be finishing like right here. Ideally, we want to be finishing like 90,000 plus, okay? That's where we want to be finishing. We want to be finishing at least higher than the previous week, okay? So the high of the previous week for BTC, I believe, was pretty much, yeah, 90,613. We got up to that high. Okay, so I would say to really just lock in, despite everything that you hear online or wherever, oh, bullish this, bearish that, whatever, let's just break down the data and focus on the facts. BTC in the next 1 day and 10 hours, we really do want to be seeing a price of 90,700 US dollars or more to give ourselves a more probable chance of a bullish continuation on the weekly chart to the next price target resistance, which would be, by the way, right here at 97,965, and that is going to be the 50 EMA, the shorter term EMA, and that is closely followed just above by the shortest term EMA, the 20 EMA on the daily for Bitcoin, sitting at 98,962. So hey, if we can get up, once we can get like 99,000 USD Bitcoin, closing that on the weekly, that is when we can technically say, okay, we are analytically very much more in reversal territory for BTC at the moment, because right now what I'm seeing here, especially if you're a long swing trader, is I am seeing higher highs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and even higher lows, 1, 2, 3. Okay, on the weekly we've got higher lows, higher highs. We're currently forming that third higher low, and I feel as though we are going to potentially see some movement to the upside, hopefully pretty soon for BTC, hopefully breaking 125k all-time high. All right, that's the goal, and that's really the next big move on the weekly that we are working our way towards for BTC. Monkey Magic, oi oi, good of you to be here, Sonny. Appreciate you, bro. So BTC on the weekly, it's a good buy if you're a swing trader. It really is, okay? That's just purely based on the data at hand. But we do have a lot of work to do to get to the upside. But the first thing, as I said, we absolutely must close above 85,162. It is a must. If we manage to break down, or if we end up breaking down, I don't know, maybe some nonsense bearish news comes out, who knows? There's just so much news these days, with the US being involved in crypto now and blah, 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 blah. So much talk. Tariffs, taxes, war, you name it. Everything. The world's a crazy place, right? No Netflix documentary would beat the reality of what crypto is. The bros that are in this space, trenching it, okay? They need to make more documentaries about it maybe. But hey, if we get a close below 85,162, which I don't think we will for BTC in the next 1 day and 10 hours, then that's going to spell trouble, and we're going to be heading down, I'm afraid, to the point of control, which sits at 80,149 for BTC. Do I think that's going to happen? Let's toss a coin and see. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. I think people are excited. Meme coins that we're going to be talking about just a touch here have been really moving, doing some juicy stuff. We are going to be checking out Pepe. All right, I'm very excited about Pepe. Like I said at the start of the stream, it's my biggest spot bag. I've held it from underneath $1 billion market cap all the way up to 12 billion market cap, right back down to like almost 1 billion, 2 billion market cap. I think it can get back up to 10 billion plus market cap. All right, straight up. So we're going to be potentially looking at a little bit of a long entry on Pepe in this stream as well. And yeah, stick around because we may be looking at getting into some trades here. Okay, I'm going to show you the limit orders that I have already on Bitcoin. And that's the thing, guys. You know, if we see a little bit of a trade that we might want to take, even if it's a bit of a shorter time frame trade, we may enter that trade. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish off the chart analysis on Bitcoin. We've had a bit of a look at the weekly. You know what I've got to say about that already. Let's go down to the daily. Reset the chart view and have a bit of a gander at what is going on. Okay, so what is going on? Okay, so back here we just had a bullish MACD cross on the Friday the 19th for BTC, okay, which actually didn't lead to too much bullish price action on that cross. But essentially, on the daily, okay, we have finally broken above the 20 EMA. Okay, the 20 EMA we have broken above. Now it's very important that this candle here closes above 88,622. We're at 89,965 at the moment. We really want to get a solid close above 88.7, in my opinion. If we can get above 88.7, that's going to be really, really healthy for BTC on the daily. And that'll take us up to our next resistance level at 91,501, being the 50 EMA. Okay, so that's what the daily is saying there, in my opinion. Well, it's not my opinion, it's the indicators, okay? I'm just telling you what the indicators are saying, nothing more, nothing less. So, 4-hour chart for BTC, looking very interesting as well, okay? We had our move here up to the top of the fib line here, 90,924, okay? So if you were a shorter term trader on this one, you know, we might be looking at a bit of a move here. What I can see from here right now is something quite interesting. So I'm going to explain this here. So here, okay, this candle here, which was this is the current 4-hour candle. This is the previous one, okay? So what you can see here is a breakthrough the 200 EMA, which is extremely powerful, okay? We confirmed that breakout, and in the next 1 hour and 50, if we close somewhere around here, that is going to be a confirmation of that breakout. Basically meaning that we didn't just wick in on one 4-hour candle and then get rejected, bounce back down to test the EMAs here. Okay? So, in the next 1 hour and 50 minutes, if we close green here, alright, there's a good chance that Bitcoin might be going higher. I'm talking like 91,000 plus, possibly breaking this level up here. So that's a trade I'd potentially be looking to enter, but that's a trade where you'd have to actively manage that, and you'd be entering on a strength play more than anything else, okay? You wouldn't be entering in there on a deep retracement, it would be a strength play, all right? So again, I like trading the 4-hour chart. That's where we've made a lot of our money in December, focusing primarily on the 4-hour, 1-hour chart, all right? I like it, I think it's great. It gives a lot of, you know, a lot of good value in terms of, yeah, swing entries where we should be getting in, out. On previous streams, we actually drew this triangle here, okay, this wedge, and it kind of looked like a neutral, but a slightly rising wedge there, so slightly, ever so slightly bullish. And as you can see, we had this pressure to the upside here, 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 before we just got right to the end of the tip here, and we just finally said, you know what, BTC, we've just had enough. And from there, we managed to make a lovely little move out there. Okay, 2 days, 4 hours, 13 bars, 2.49% for BTC, which was lovely, lovely to see. Okay, so what does BTC do next? Well, it depends on what happens in the next 1 hour and 48 minutes. That's going to have some big significance here. Okay, it really is. It's going to have some big significance in helping us get over 90,925. All right. So that's what we need to focus on. That's what we need to focus on right here. Now if we go down into the 1 hour, let's have a bit of a look. See what's going on with the 1 hour chart for BTC. Okay. And yeah, look, the 1 hour here, we're up against the resistance here at 90,205. Okay, so we're making a bit of a push up there. Again, same thing, you know, we're kind of like up above right here. The 20 EMA for BTC. It's looking alright, but in the next 48 minutes, what I know for sure is we want to have a close above 89,824 for BTC to try and make an attempt at breaking what really is a current resistance for BTC at 90,205 on the 1 hour chart for BTC. Okay, so we gotta get over that line for BTC. Okay. Jump down, have a quick look at the 15-minute here, see what's happening on the shorter time frames. Shorter time frames looking good on the 15-minute, okay? We've got all the EMAs stacked underneath us, and we're having an attempt at making a move higher towards the R1 resistance line, which is here, 91,148 for BTC. It's the R1 orange line here, the pivot point resistance, the resistance 1, okay? So, hey, you know, shorter time frame, it's looking great. There's nothing really much in the way. and there could be a nice 1.23% trade here on play. Okay, could happen. Could happen. All right, but I wouldn't want to enter just on the 15-minute. Again, you'd have to go back to the 1 hour, have a bit of a look. We really do. I mean, to be fair, you know, this would still be a valid entry on BTC, and I'll tell you why. This candle here, breakthrough candle, 20 EMA, that's one. Confirmation of the breakout, even though we finished red, that's okay. All right. Quite a bit of tug of war going on here. Okay, buyers and sellers, bit of indecision, maybe a bit of a drop off of volatility there. And then if this one here closes above the red line, all right, in the next 46 minutes, we could be looking to a move to the upside. A better buy order would be down here, okay, at 89,841. As a matter of fact, we might put a buy order there. We might put a buy order there in place. You know, we might have a little bit of a run up. It's going to be higher risk, but I'll enter into it with maybe $50 margin, and we'll see if we can maybe make a little trade there. Could be an interesting point to enter. And I'm going to show you exactly how we do that on Bitunix while we are here. Because this is what we do, guys. We do the TA, and then we show you the trading that we do go ahead and do on Bitunix as well. Okay, don't mind me. I'm just cracking open my remedy for the night, my Soda. Actually, camera's there. Sorry. Not a sponsor, but no sugar, raspberry, fizzy, delicious. Buy it from Tops. Okay. So, what we saying? I reckon 89,844 based on the 1 hour is a valid entry. Little risky, but it'll be a strength-based entry, and we'd wait for a bit of a pullback. But even as you can see right here, BTC is having a bit of that move to the upside. Okay, having a bit of a move to the upside now. I would say, you know, it's a little late to get in on this trade. You know, if anything, based on the price action after the breakout, we would have wanted to get in at the base of that wick there on the red candle close there at 89,882. All right, of course that's in the past now. So I'm thinking 89,841. We're going to show you exactly how we put this trade on. We're going to set the stop loss. We're going to set the take profit. I'm going to show you in real time. Okay. So we're going to change that. And guys, if you want to follow along with these trades, all you got to do is come ahead and get signed up with Bitunix. You can follow along. Okay. I do these streams most nights. Okay. If you want to follow the trades, guys, the sign up link for Bitunix is right there. Okay, if you go ahead, sign up, deposit, start trading, you can win 1,000 CRO, which is $100 every week. I announce the winner every single Friday. No KYC, no VPN, no BS. And for this month only, the month of January, guys, there is a competition being run. There is a $2,000 prize pool that Bitunix are giving funds away on. Okay, and if you come in and do the highest trading volume, even if you come in 20th place, you can get a stake of that $2,000 from Bitunix. Okay, so basically, you come in, sign up with the link, deposit, do as much volume as you can, and you could potentially win a large share of that $2,000. Okay, it's just started today, guys. So again, all you need to do is come in and get signed up. And I just make it so easy for you guys as well, because if you want to follow along with our trades, not financial advice, of course, well, come jump in the Telegram, okay? Because the bottom line is we make good trades, okay? 26.42% long up on that crow trade. But more importantly, what did we make in December? $249 there on our just under $1,000 account. 45.88%. That's the important number there, guys. We made a 45.88% gain in December, and we're 9.72% up just for the last week. Okay, we trade live. Okay, we trade live on YouTube, and we trade throughout the day. And guess what, guys? There's no charge to jump. There's no strings. There's no charge. This is, for now, a free Telegram group. Okay, and all you need to do to get involved in the free Telegram as well is come along and just get signed up. The link is right here. Satoshi Signals, okay? Come join the group. Super easy, super free. Get our free calls. And on top of that, if you come on, deposit to Bitunix, sign up, trade, and you get in that Signals group, our Telegram, if you're an absolute beginner or beginner trader, well, guess what, guys? We got you covered. Don't worry. I'm giving away a free course, okay? I've literally just made a free course, which you can have. You can get access to. All you need to do is jump in the Telegram, get signed up to Bitunix, okay? Subscribe to us. Follow us, guys. And that is how you're going to be getting access to the juice. Y'all want a bit of that juice? Ho, ho. All right. So as I said, We're in on BTC, so we're not going to chase this bad boy, okay? We're not going to chase the Sheila. We're just going to hang back. We're going to let her come to us, okay? We're going to say, you know what? We are happy to wait for you to come back a little bit. Just tone it back a little bit. Around 89,800 is our buy level, did we say, okay? So let's go back and check. All right, so I'm not really too interested. I want to get back in around here, okay? 89.83. We'll call it 89.840, okay? We want to get in at 89.840. All right, so we change this to a limit buy. It's already on it. 89.840. I know you guys, I know my head might be blocking the screen here, but basically you've got options to change it from, basically you want to have 10x selected, which is in the top right corner, okay? Then you've got isolated. You want to have it an isolated trade rather than a cross trade. It wants to be a limit order, okay? The order price we're setting is 89.840, okay? Then you've got the quantity. So we're going to set the quantity. I said I'm going to put about 50 bucks. I might go as high as $62 on the margin, okay? I'll set the stop loss and take profit after because this is a limit order buy, okay? And we're going to hit open long on BTC. Just check all these details. Make sure you're happy, okay? So guys, if you just joined the stream, hit the like button for the Crow fam, whether you're into XRP, Pepe, Crow, ADA, hit the like button. BTC, we're doing the analysis live on stream for you, and we're about to enter into a, well, we're about to place a buy order for a 10x long on BTC, all right? So I'm going to confirm that right there, and we're going to show you the trade right here, okay? So the trade's right here, guys. Our order is at 89,840. I'm going to talk to you again, remind you guys about why I've decided to place a 10x buy order at that price. It is a higher risk entry, okay? It's a higher risk entry, but I don't mind taking it because we've had a pretty good month in December, so I'm quite happy to kind of take that trade because we made a good amount of cash in December, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, let's just play with a bit of that money. Let's try and enter in on more strength entries, okay? Try and make some cash there as well. Test some theories, okay? So basically what we're going to do is we're going to add in our stop loss first, okay? So if we go back to BTC, where would the invalidation be here for BTC? Okay, let's talk about this, all right? Let's have a look. So if we are trading off the 1 hour chart right here, okay? As a matter of fact, I'd rather go to the 4 hour to think about setting a stop loss, okay? Because I do want to set this stop quite wide because I'm only investing $60 into this. So I'm kind of happy to just let this run a little bit. What I would say, one really important point of support right now for BTC is 88,273. That's the point of control, more specifically 88,290 on the 4 hour chart. That is a massive line of support. If we get a close on the 4 hour below that line, there's a very good chance that BTC could be dropping much further and could revisit 86,000 with haste. All right. So what does that mean? Well, it means that I'm going to be setting our support somewhere around here. We've also got an auto fib retracement buy line, this blue line right here, set at 88,000. So we're going to also just see what kind of loss in a USD amount we can tolerate. So if I go 87.8, what's that going to do for us? Let's have a look. If I say 87,800, we're looking at a $14 loss, very manageable. That's very manageable for me. I'm very much okay with taking that. So as a matter of fact, if we go 87,499, that's a $16 loss to the downside. I'm pretty okay with taking a $16 loss to the downside if BTC hits 87,499, loses the point of control, loses the auto fib retracement level where, you know, bulls might not be able to step in, or there may not be enough bulls stepping in buying at those levels. I'm okay taking that $16 loss. All right. Mind you, this is not an active trade yet. We still need to hit our entry to get in this trade. Now, in terms of a take profit, okay, let's go back to the chart and think about how we might look at taking a take profit. Right now, it doesn't really look like we're going to hit, you know, but you never know. Bitcoin's volatile. All right, so the take profit would be possibly up here, okay? So we could possibly look at going in at 90,820, okay? That was our previous high, was actually 90,951, but I'm going to go 98.20, and we may adjust that, but I'm just going to put that in place in case I get stopped in overnight and it just wicks up there real quick and I can just bang, cash out the trade, make some money while I'm sleeping. Bob's your uncle. You feel it? So 98.20. That is going to get us basically a gain of $6.76, which is not bad, guys, considering the margin that we're using here is only about $60, okay? We're only betting about $60 here. That's what I'm saying to you guys. You know, you guys just don't go out next weekend. Don't go out this weekend. Don't go out tonight, okay? Save 60 bucks. Come whack it on BTC instead at 10x leverage and make some money, guys. $6.70 overnight on a trade here for BTC ain't bad. All right, it ain't bad. All right, now if we set this, for instance, at like 93,999, 94,000 is going to be a major support for BTC. We're still looking at a $28 win to the upside, for example. Okay, so as a matter of fact, I am going to set that order right there. So we have an order in place. We have an order here, an entry at 89,000. Then after that, I've got an entry at 87.6 and an entry at 86.8 for BTC. Okay, we'll see if those play out. All right, so BTC is looking pretty good. In terms of Crowcoin, okay, our last Crowcoin trade was pretty solid. If we go over here, this one here, January 2nd, 26.42%. Look at that on Crowcoin. Lovely little trade there. We want to try and hit that again. And I have to be real, Crowcoin is not looking too bad for a buy. It is still high risk, but we are finding some base of support above the EMAs, specifically right on the 20 EMA on the 1 hour. But it's very possible that we could, we could see a potential move there. We could get a double top play out, could get a cup and handle formation, right? We could get that move up there. All right, that'd be a pretty juicy move with 10x leverage. Okay. It's tempting to get in here. It's, I would have traditionally liked to see a bit of a pullback maybe below the EMA.